Okay, we're going to use another template for this, and as always, make a copy and edit the yellow bits. Obviously, this canvas only works if you're working on a program that you're actually running, so we're going to need an example. Our example in this lesson is a program for families to help them get their kids ready for school.
We're going to start with the intent and desired outcome. We start here so as we fill out the rest of the canvas, we're always making sure what we do is in line with these high-level goals. We start here so that we can start to separate out the why of what we're doing from all of those activities. It's important because it helps us make sure we're not just too wedded to the activity itself. So think about the activity and then ask yourself, why are we doing this?
Okay, let's try that now. So our example is a program for families to help them get their kids ready for school. But why are we doing this? Well, perhaps our theory of change is that kids who have help getting ready for school function better within the community. But why does that matter? Because we want to create an inclusive community where every child has the opportunity to thrive. That speaks to the end result, and it's something to aspire to, whereas a program for parents sounds a bit like a chore. So, if I'm struggling with the intent and desired outcome stuff, should I just ask my boss?
Yes, and go as high up the chain as you can. If it's a small organisation, go to a founder. If it's a larger organisation, just go as high as you can.
So now we've nailed down our intent, we need to write a quick line about the desired outcome of the program. But what is a desired outcome?
So the intent is why our organisation exists. The desired outcome is a sentence that describes a thing we can measure to prove that this program helps make the intent happen. It's at the more realistic level where we're accounting for our contribution.
So if I'm doing this canvas multiple times for multiple programs, I would have exactly the same intent for all of them and then different desired outcomes program by program.
Exactly. But you don't have to do this canvas for every single program just for the sake of it. You do this when you need to start accounting for the results of this program, whether that's internally or externally, say to a funder or the board.
So if I work in the program team, I should know this stuff off the top of my head, right?
Actually, the very best way to do this is to get the key people in the room or on the phone and just brainstorm what everyone thinks we're trying to achieve. Then I'd have a conversation and decide on something together. If I was managing the organisation or I'm on my own for, say, a new social enterprise, I'd take a crack, write it down, a few different options, and then check them with people. It's always a lot easier for people to tear something to bits than to give you ideas. And either way, the back and forth with other people is really important.
So we'll pop ours in now. Help parents get their kids ready for a smooth transition to school. That's good enough for now. I'll bounce it around with some other people later. Okay, so this can be tricky to nail down, but we want to be very clear on why we are doing this. That's the intent, yep. Then have another sentence on the desired outcome that will get us towards that vision, right? And I'm guessing this may require some pretty robust conversation within the team so that we all agree where we're kind of headed, right?
Exactly.
Okay, Bessie, but if my team knows why we do this work, what's the use of writing it down in a document?
Because it helps you both stick to the mission or purpose of what it is you're trying to do, and it actually is a really great decision-making tool that you can keep coming back to time and again as we do this measurement piece to see, are the activities we're doing, is all this busyness actually getting us closer to, and is it aligned to that intent that we've articulated?
Yeah! Wow!